Welcome to Top Hill Recording Podcast, the podcast where we ask a band, an artist to come in, give us 4 original tunes. We sit, talk about those tunes. And tonight we have very, very special guests with us, friends of the podcast all the way around, and just now getting done and ready to release full-length record, Light Camping?
Light camping.
Light Camping?
Intense, baby.
Intense. This record is intense. We just got a preview of it. It was amazing. 10 awesome songs. They're here along with fellow, not only musician, producer, engineer of this record, given a lot of credit before he walked in the door, so I'm sure he's going to get it again once we start talking about this. Colin Demure is in the building as well. So tonight, our guests, Fuzzstration.
Let's get
buzzed up.
Let's get
buzzed up.
Let's get
buzzed up.
Let's get
buzzed up.
Pour me a stiff drinking. I'll strum my guitar in good time. Know just who to call roll. Let's get buzzed up now. Come on, out to the show. Let six strings take control. Come on, out to see the band. We know how to jam, and let's get buzzed up right now. Crack some ice cold cans and stone cold. Stunned by the band and take a trip. Exit reality, saddle up. Spur to insanity, come on. Out, see the show. Let six strings take control. Come on, out, see the band. We know how to jam. And let's get buzzed up right now. Oh, yeah.
Sunlight falls, I hear the ravens go, and she tells me that my time's not far away. As I lay down to dream, you're so close, or so it seems. But when I awake, it's another lonely day. Ooh. My ugly babe
What's up, y'all?
Ah.
Hey.
Doing good.
All right, you guys.
Doing really good.
We're good as well because we just got to listen to this record, man. It was unbelievable. The production of it is awesome. The thought that's in it is awesome. The songs are great. You better not guess about what's getting ready to happen on any of this stuff because you're gonna be wrong inside the song, which is awesome. Killer way to end the record because the one thing that I noticed about from start to finish, this record is not dry. You get so much feel. There's so much atmosphere inside this record. So I guess first, let's just talk about it, man. Tell us about the process. You all have said it's been a long process with light camping and getting this thing together, but I'm telling you on this side, it was worth every second. But let's talk about it, guys. Light camping, when did this start? When did we start recording this stuff?
When did we start fully recording it?
Last February?
Last
March.
About this time?
February. It was either March or February.
2024?
2024.
So we're looking like right at a year.
Yeah, right at a year.
1 year turnaround time, pretty much.
That's from start to test press, man. I that's not bad for what, especially. I mean, you guys got something really, really, really good out of this thing, and 10 amazing songs, and seriously, dude, the atmosphere. So to do that within a year, holy shit, this is like, how I'm super impressed. Tell us about like the process of it, man. To do this in a year, 10 tunes. How did y'all go about them? Did you all start and record a ton? Did you all layer it up? Because it's so big and has so many things going on.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, we did one song rolling on at our place, and we tried to do some attempts just doing stuff just straight click, and just kind of layering parts. And that one turned out good, and that's the one there's one on the record that one is like that. But everything else, we kind of scrapped that. It just wasn't quite the way we were really hoping that we did that about 2023, maybe even into 2022. So we kind of just were gigging out and playing a lot more, and felt like it was time to we need to do this right and skeleton track these live, because I'd been recording some with Colin on another project, and that it's the way to go. And then
do you do anything other than record? Play live music and record, bro. You record. You got so many projects.
Yeah. I sleep sometimes.
You got 2 records coming out back to back, so
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Actually, Electric just came in. We talked about all that stuff going on, but so layered these live.
Yes, we figured let's just go over to Colin's. He's got it all set up, mic'd up. He knows what he's doing. He's literally runs sound at the Forest all the time, and I can say knows what he's doing recording as well. So it's why don't we just go over here? He'll kind of direct us because Eric's playing to a metronome all the time, but we might especially me, get a little loose and sloppy. So he was in there with a pad. It's and anytime we got a little too stony and we're slowing it down, he's like, "No, bro." I'll let him speak this.
Yeah, before you walked in, Colin, they did say that too. He's like, "Hey, he was producer. He was everything. He was and our metronome."
No. We tried not to have a metronome if we didn't need one. So we didn't ever have a metronome over the course of an entire song. It would just be if there was a moment where we noticed after a couple trackings that it started to slip a little bit. Oh, okay, after the first chorus, you'll notice that we're back a little bit. We would have moments where we would kind of weather the storm by having a visual cue.
Okay.
So, and it was usually because there was a transition, Ryan would play a fill or the bass would hold for a second. And so there would just be a moment where there's we would see after several takes, it's just we always slow down here. So I would give a visual cue through that section to keep them afloat through it, and then just let them go after that. So
it was a lot of fun.
The idea was to not have them think about it very much at all. And so initially every song I would just be like, okay, it's rolling, just run through it. And we'd go back and listen to them a couple times. And if it was just consistently slow or consistently fast in a certain section, we'd have kind of a short come to Jesus about it. and then if it was hard to objectively tell during the performance, that's when I would start adding those visual cues. So they had less metronome than almost anybody has on a record these days, just because like it would only be for specific moments. Just like I used a drumstick and a pad, but a lot of it was just like Ryan would like look over at me.
Yeah.
The whole time.
And I would like kind of like make eye contact with him, you know, and it probably looked terrifying because it was just like, just giving him like that meme with the Samuel L. Jackson looking terrifying like face. I was giving him that, and I was just like hitting it with the drumstick, just like, do not slow down here. And that was the most that we had to do. Other than that, and that's just because it's hard to be objective, like, you know, in the moment. Like if it feels like it should slow down for a second, it does, and sometimes it even does, and that was right, so we left it in there. But other times it was like, okay, that feels right in the moment, but now that we've sat down and listened to it a couple times, like it actually needs to be a little bit faster than that. A couple examples of that were Hard Rain. It happened on a lot, and
specifically
Inner
that one.
Peace. Those two both, there were moments that it would just like, it would hit at the end of a chorus or something like that, and then when they came back in, the tempo would be like 5 BPM less, and then the next chorus that happens again. And then by the end of the song, we've lost a lot of energy. And I don't know if that means we should have smoked less marijuana, but I don't really think it was worth taking that chance.
We definitely cut about 10 minutes off the album
were it
thanks
not
to this
for-
guy. You know, when you write 6 or 7 8-minute songs on most of your songs, somebody making sure you're playing them quick enough, that cut probably 10 minutes.
It probably
off the
did,
album.
because we do some of these, especially Inner Peace is like, it's got that E minor C progression. It's like, this is some stoner Pink Floyd shit, and if you left us to our own devices, this is gonna be like an 8-minute song. So let's tighten the belt a little bit here, guys.
Literally, the first I remember we did the first take of Hard Rain, and you guys all looked at each other. You were like fucking grinning from ear to ear, like, guys, I think we got it on the first take. And I was like, you guys sure about that? Because this is 8.5 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a short one. It's a single. It's a single.
Well, it felt right. So, what is it in the end? What was it, like 6.5? We got like
6:40 or something.
We got
yeah.
2 minutes off.
Or maybe
that
it's
song.
7. I don't know. Yeah, we got 2 minutes. Yes.
We didn't. That is has nothing to do with. We didn't change.
Not
arrangements.
insubstantial.
We literally
Just played it
were
faster.
Like,
Let's play them faster. Got to play it faster.
That's hilarious.
A lot faster
dude.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes a
So
lot
if you
faster.
like or dislike the speed of the album, you can
It's
think
Colin's
this guy.
fault, or that's the reason you like it.
Tempo issues up with me.
Yeah, dude, if you think it's too fast, get the record and play it slower.
Slow down your senses,
Yeah.
or slow down your record player too. That
I'd
works
say
as well, or both.
The toughest part of recording was, you're playing 7-8 minute song, and I don't know, I'm moving a little bit back there on some of them, and you fucking nail it, and then Colin, you look over at Colin, and goes, again.
Doesn't sound like you nailed it. You didn't nail it.
Didn't nail it.
That
You thought you
happened to-
did.
It nailed
I
you.
nailed it, but
If you nailed it, I wouldn't have said that.
but it's just like felt like being at like
Bam.
some kind of basketball practice or something. Like you're doing something and Colin's like, nope, again.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
keep trying to think of that movie. It's not Drumline, it's the other one with
Whiplash or
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
Flash.
That sounds
I
right.
never
Yeah.
threw
With
a
Miles
chair
Teller.
at Ryan.
Well,
I never threw a chair
He
at him.
probably should have.
look,
It was a practice
listen,
pad.
Colin, you gotta keep your tricks in the bag for the next time, man. You can't use everything. So next
He's a
time,
producer.
watch
Yeah.
out for the chair, Ryan's what I'm saying on the next
The chair,
record.
the chair
That's
might
the next
come into
threat,
play
man.
next time. around.
Actually, we couldn't get the right take of Fuzzed Up till we hit him with the steel chair. Strangely enough.
And some fireball.
There was Bush Light and there was Lazy Possum helped fuel a lot of this record, I will say, and
What?
coffee,
Oh, man.
coffee.
I hope you guys thanked
What's
Lazy
Lazy
Possum
Possum? All right,
somewhere,
what's
did you?
Lazy Possum?
No, we didn't think
No, we
Lazy
didn't
Possum,
think
but
of
we're
it
doing
until
it
now.
here. So
What's
Okay.
Lazy
Right now.
Possum?
it's a cannabis store in Corden, Indiana, in Harrison, or good old Harrison County.
Lazy Possum?
Lazy Possum.
There you go.
Lazy
You got
Possum.
shout out Lazy Possum.
High quality THCA bud there. It's very, very,
Very good. Very
Boom
good.
Shakalaka. That's where you
Legal.
want to be. All right.
Legal.
So if you wanna
Specifically legal.
sponsor the podcast.
I mean, we don't break laws.
My friend Greg in the garage.
Oh man. So 10 tunes, they go everywhere. I mean, legit journey. No two songs sound anything alike. There's there's so much vibe going on. There's very Grateful Dead jammy stuff that there's total kick-ass rock band shit. I mean, there's so much different intricate things going on this record, man. I really don't even know where to start asking questions about bits and pieces of it because they take so many directions. How do you all write like that? Is that in part of this process when you guys brought these tunes to Colin and said, hey, we want to come record, were they structured how they ended up being structured at the end? Or did they evolve into different things because you had time to think about them, time to let them breathe, time to let the songs figure themselves out? And, how'd that work?
I think that basically when we started writing, it was awesome because we didn't have gigs to play out. When you have gigs to play out, you're always practicing for the next, gig kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started out, we didn't have gigs. We were just writing. And so we would just get into our practice room, the little tiny room, and we just get together and we'll start playing a jam or something. And then we'll be like, all right, we really like this one. This sounds like it could be something. And then we'll start working on that and we'll start coming up with new parts. And we don't have a specific, well, this needs to be this type of song or this type of song, or it has to do this or has to do that. It's just kind of whatever we think of, we try it out and see if we like it. And if we end up liking it, like you heard Plague Days is, for example, is one we listened to. And that has 3 or 4 different
that
sections
so
that you're just
sick, bro.
That was just the 3 of us together just in a room, right?
Jamming, yeah.
I think
Well, not only the song itself, but what you're playing is going exactly with what the lyrics are and what's going on in that tune, and the frustration of everyday living and being and really wanting to scream and really wanting to just let that dude. That and not to mention the the juxtaposition between your vocals and what that scream is, because your vocals are beautiful. Throughout the record, your vocals are beautiful.
Yes.
Legit. So that song, it's crazy because it's almost haunting because you got this beautiful melody and vocal line, and you're way up there in the register, dude, and it just sounds so pure and so good. And then all of a sudden you're like, but don't forget, this is what it's really like. And then you go outside of that into another thing, and then you come back, and then it's so, I don't know if there's intention intention in writing in ways that kind of round out the lyrics and round out the anger and round out those things and all these different songs. Not that every song has anger to it. Some of them are fun, some are other. But you have all these things that round out, but the music matches what you're saying so much. And then you go on these journeys, and then you end up back in this spot. There's not a lot of people, I think, do that.
Well, most of the time we start with the actual music of the song. And so we'll start creating a song musically. And then based on kind of how it sounds and where it's going musically, a lot of times we're like, all right, this is what we want. We'll come up with a theme of okay, based on how it sounds and what we're thinking, should be what we're going to write to. And so that kind of helps the two be together. I guess the only other thing I would say about the arrangements and stuff, the fact that we got to play out for a while doing all of these songs.
for sure.
We got to experiment with them live and play them out. Sometimes we didn't even have lyrics yet, and we're just out playing
We
a song.
still do that.
Yeah, we still do that
on a
with new
song or two
songs.
that are going to have more
You
lyrics.
just
but
play.
just play the
we got these
instrumental, yeah.
bones.
We'll just play the jam.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if it sounds
Dude,
good
that's
instrumentally, we have two that we do like that, and on the record they're gonna have lyrics, but like they're just a jam, and we
Right.
know the way they're structured. We have guitar, we do long guitar solos, jam and shit.
Alright,
so it's like
so
if they can stand up on their own two legs like that. We know they're gonna be good with the vocals.
this is actually like a somewhat two-part thing because Spencer talks about this a lot. Hey, let's get together and take 15 minutes with the band and do something that is nothing. Let's just write. We can work on all the other stuff, run through shit. Maybe for the first 10, 15 minutes, just fucking play. Just play music, have fun. And if something comes out of it, because I think like we kind of talked about earlier when we were in the greenhouse that you fear getting writer's block. You fear getting stuck. You fear the things
Stuck in a rut.
that like, especially at the end of a project, you're finishing 2 or 3 and you guys are finishing this product, wrapping it up. And now it's like, okay, you might have a couple tunes, but everybody wants to know what the next thing is. And especially as musicians and artists, after you write a song, you're almost sick of playing it. You're like, all right, that's cool, that's fun. Let's write the next thing because I don't want to play that one anymore. But
We're
it's like,
just
you gotta play this the next year.
Mhm.
you know?
We were just talking about that with Colin in the greenhouse. Actually, like literally, he's like, I mean, you can.
Yeah, no, we were just listening to the songs in here, and you guys were reacting very kindly, and I appreciate that. But I was just so beyond, appreciating any of those moments because I'm just like, there's that again.
It wasn't that nice. Yeah, it's
Dude.
like, I've heard that 500
You
fucking times.
can't, fuck, dude. Like, I started recording music because I love music.
What?
But you can't your own. Like, there's just this thing that comes between you and it, and it's just you know it too well.
Well,
That's
that's part of the beauty of you on this project as an outsider looking in, especially because you and I talked about it when we got a chance to play over at Enchanted. What's the inside called? Music Hall?
Yeah, Enchanted Force Music Hall.
Enchanted Force Music Hall with Turn 3. And
They
It was a
killed
good
it.
show.
Man. They were cool.
yeah, Turn 3 is good.
I
They're
really
great
like those.
people.
They were
Yeah,
cool,
they're
dude.
I
such-
gotta get a hold of those.
They're
guys
such
again.
good
I like
dudes,
those guys.
man. And they brought us out of retirement, so it was good times.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, dude, fucking lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so that was
too.
you and I were talking about these guys recording this and how you really. I think your words were, "I'm really proud of what they did with this record." You were like a proud pop because Ryan stopped in for a bit and watched the sound check, and then you jetted to practice right around the corner, which was nice. Thank you for coming back for a minute. But after you left, that's when we talked, we mentioned this, and you were like, "Dude, I'm really happy with what they did, and I'm proud of what they did." And as one of what I consider the best musical acts around, run the best sound around,
For sure.
like doing this and having one of the best recordings that I've heard in a long time. Like, you don't do stuff that isn't great. There's a standard to what you're doing. So like, was
Cosmic
there
gumbo.
was there bleed over and listening to these guys and having input? Like, was it easy for you to go, "Hey, I'm hearing this," not only going, "Hey, we need to cut 2 minutes out of the song because, bro, eight and a half minutes.
Yeah.
You are cool, but you ain't Led Zeppelin. Let's not do 8 minutes, because none of us are Led Zeppelin."
Hey, yeah, it worked. Sorry, real quick.
Jimmy
'cause that's-
Page is a poser, dude. I'll kick that guy's ass.
Well, I mean, like, it's like there's
He's a nonce.
on my end of things, and I'm assuming on your
Just
end
kidding.
of things, if Colin's like, "Hey, you need to cut it," you cut it because you respect him as a musician, as a writer, as somebody that knows his shit. So like, on the other end of being a year removed from the last podcast and all that, it is very, very evident that you guys are better musicians. Like everything about it is better. You know, it's probably just because you've been doing it more. And the recording process is huge, I swear, for making a band better.
Yeah.
Because you hear the things that you were talking about when you're like, oh yeah, I'm listening to this record. You want the things that are so minuscule that no other ear would hear.
They'll bug you forever.
Yes,
they will bug you forever.
and you forever, but nobody else
And nobody's
will know
gonna
about
notice.
It, you know?
No one, yeah.
I'd say, you know, like we trust Colin's direction and advice. You know, he says something, we're not going to get up. You know, he knows what he's saying. And like Jordan,
we need to talk about Jordan too.
man.
Jordan is a big part of the reason this record sounds the way it does.
Tell me about Jordan.
Jordan runs 410 Music over in Corden, and he mixed and mastered this whole record with us, and he was right there. He was as big a part as anybody involved on this.
Bullshit, where's Jordan?
I know.
Well, you know what I mean?
we wanted him to be here.
We
but
did
he
want
couldn't
him
be
to
here
be
today.
here.
I think his birthday was like
Yeah, his birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Jordan.
Happy birthday, Jordan.
We love you.
Shout out, Jordan.
It was awesome working with him because, you know, some people get a little irritable and in a hurry. Every stupid idea.
He's also a lazy possum connoisseur.
Yeah. Every stupid idea we had, you know, trying whatever out, Jordan just, all right, yeah.
Hey, man.
Let's
We need
try
a
it out.
cow. Like, can we go on YouTube and find cow samples? That's not the right cow.
Yeah.
Actually, that cow sounds too placid. We need a really aggressive cow.
There's never any
Hey, you know
rush.
what? I'm glad y'all brought up the cow because that reminded me of something. Let's talk about how disappointing Brady Evan is.
Yeah, Brady Evan really let us down tonight, and
I mean, dude,
I'm disappointed.
talked about it on his podcast
He
about
did.
how he was going to be here.
Yeah.
He said
and
he-
then-
I
where is he?
reached out, and then he acted like he doesn't know what.
He told
don't
me
even
the
act
other
like he
day,
knows my name.
Bro, yeah.
He said I drank too much bourbon. I
He
don't
said he's
remember
never
agreeing
been
to
on
that.
this podcast before.
Yes, he did. I watched it. I recall.
Mic set up for
And,
him everything.
Look,
That's the Brady mic
cheers,
right
Brady.
there.
Cheers. Hey, Brady.
Where are you?
Thanks
And
for nothing.
you know, I'd like to.
I mean,
point out
my
a
goodness, bro.
Point out a
just-
couple things. Brady is now a cock farmer.
Oh, of course he is. Brady's been a cock
And,
farmer his whole life.
Also, besides his cock farming, he needs to come fix my tractor.
Hey, Brady, fix his tractor
yeah,
if
'cause-
you can stop farming cocks
'Cause,
for half a minute.
If he fixes my tractor, he can make Fuzzy Pig pretty nice this year.
Well,
He can make your pig really nice if he stops farming his cocks, is what
I
you're
tell you
saying
what,
to me.
Brady, can
right
you
now.
get your hands off those cocks for a minute?
He can't
fix my
he
pig.
Can't. His hands are full of cock.
I tell you what the latest thing I've heard about Brady Airtight Evan is
Hey,
he's got cock everywhere.
Nothing against cock farming. We like cock farming. We are a cock farm endorsing podcast.
Yeah,
Hey, or band.
Brady's
Or
pheasant
dog.
farm. Yeah, Brady's pheasant farm. He has hats.
Hey, look, if Brady was here, he could defend himself. But
He
since
could,
he isn't,
yeah.
we'll talk about how much he loves cocks. But he's probably got a Instagram page for his cocks. If you'd like to check out Brady Evans Cocks. Do you know the name of his cock farm?
I think it's just Brady Evan music.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So check out Brady Evan Music's cock farm on OnlyFans.
And we would really like to thank, you know, it's awesome he was on the album and was part of it.
I tell you what, bro. All right. So I don't know if anybody knows Junior Brown, but it reminded me of an old Junior Brown tune. Like if that was in the Junior Brown record, it would have made it perfect because he was perfect, man. He was perfect on that. He
nailed
sounds
it.
like
He
a
was-
daggone sheriff.
It's perfect. I was like, we need a cop. Well, firstly, I was just messing around with like a phaser and like some insane distortion, trying to do some stupid overdubs like normal. And I like it made it like when we had all this insane gain. The LFO on the phaser just sounded like a cop car. I was like, all right, we should record this and maybe put this on the guitar solo. Then like it accidentally made a cow noise. I was like, and it also needs a cow in it somehow too. So it's like, well, if we have police car sirens, we need a cop. Who could be a good cop?
Come on, bro.
Listen to Brady talk. I mean, he's like literally like the fucking sheriff in like the Dukes of Hazzard or something.
He used to own a cop farm. Now he owns a cop farm. So it worked out perfect.
A
Just
cap.
like it. Put on a. Yeah, no.
It was awesome. I just go over there. I went
All
over there.
cops
Like,
are best.
All cows are beautiful.
Oh,
you know, I went
God.
over there one
Jesus.
night, you know, and we drinking, hanging out,
What?
watching The Simpsons.
So
you
has this
know.
happened just every now and again? No, not very often.
And it was just like this, you know, we're sitting on the couch and he's doing it. And there's some takes that
Or hilarious.
we don't need to hear.
We all need to hear them.
But
Give us the basement tape.
Yeah, I was gonna say after the cameras are off, we all need to hear them in this room. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
but
I could understand.
he's
I can
just, you
imagine.
know, he's just so nonchalant that we're just sitting on the couch and he's got a pillow on his couch that says, you know, we had sex here. So that's usually the pillow when I stay the night that I get to use. But you know, he's just so nonchalant about it. He's like, that good? I'm like, we do another one. He's like, all right. We did like 5 or 6 takes.
Spliced them all together, got the best parts, and kind of took them up for the right. Like, let's make this a coherent story because it's definitely not coherent
Oh,
right
dude,
now.
it was excellent. It was an excellent take for sure, dude.
And he has some excellent takes, but there was just a thing or two, and some of them were like, come on,
Goddamn
damn Brady.
Brady.
Like,
Wow, this is great.
bad vibes, bro.
Whatever, you damn mullet asshole.
Mullet and asshole.
Yeah, that was like the clean version.
There was an NWA cut of this record, yeah.
Oh, no. So that honestly
Straight
kind
out
of
of Milltown.
brings us back to like, so Colin got all of this recorded, and then we went with these skeleton tracks back over to our band rehearsal practice room at my house, and we did pretty much almost all of the overdubs over there, just with me and Matt and whatever else. We were just we had people come over, a bunch of different people on the album came over and did overdubs over at the house.
Some over at Collins too.
Yeah,
but
some over at
mostly,
Collins, but mostly over at our house or at my house for the overdubs.
in the
And,
room where we practice and write all these songs too. It all happened
it's
in
a
the
lot
same
more fun to do
table.
overdubs
Farm to table.
than it is to do the skeleton tracks. The skeleton tracks feel like you want to pull your hair out and hate yourself. Then you get to do the overdubs and you're like, oh, this is fun. I can just
No,
come
it's
up
great.
with
That's the
whatever
fun
we
part.
want to put on this song, we can put it over top of it. So that was a lot better of an experience. And then once we get all of that together,
Yeah, they
we
made
brought
me
it
do
to
the hard
Jordan.
part.
That's true.
Yeah, he did the hard part, and then
Here.
Jordan got to hear it all once
Here,
it was
now do
ready.
all the work. What
He
you
put it all-
recorded.
made
Here's
it
the
sound
work.
We'll do the cows. you do the metronome.
I think a cool part of how a lot of this first album got wrote was like, not the whole thing, but we all worked together, you know, at a factory.
Yeah, we did.
My cousin's place. And, but, you know, we get off work and go to El Nop.
Jesus.
Hell not.
Pound
couple-
Dos
Dude,
have a couple
Pound
Ritas.
Dos Equis.
Oh, dude, like multiple
Oh,
big
okay.
old mugs, and then
Yeah.
like go and then do some other stuff and
then, you know, go
do some lazy possum style stuff.
go to
and then
practice, and that's where the music start. You know, just start jamming and
having a good time with your friends. You know,
So-
playing music in a house together. You know, like
Yeah, thank
that's
you, El
really-
Nop and Dos Equis.
Yeah,
No,
thank
El
you.
Nop Dos Equis.
We didn't thank them on the record either. We
should
messed
have.
it up. Yeah,
Yeah,
thinking
there
all
you
these unimportant people like our parents
You
and our
don't
best
have to
friends.
thank alcohol or marijuana.
Actually, you know what?
It's implied.
This is this
about
ties
Satan?
in. No, this
Whoa,
ties
whoa,
in,
whoa.
man. This is actually cool that you brought it up, El Nop,
Satan.
because it kind of reminds me of what I believe, if I'm not wrong, your sister did with the album record stuff. Who did that?
Oh yeah, Kendra.
So-
yes,
Who was it?
Sister-in-law.
Kendra's sister,
Yeah,
Amy.
Kendra's sister, your
yeah,
sister-in-law.
Yeah, it was
So you guys did something that was very, very cool, and she made it come to life
yeah.
by taking. So is that what is that? The front of the record, front back insert.
Yeah, that
The
is
middle
the
of the
middle.
vinyl.
The gate.
Okay,
you
so
open her up.
the middle of the freaking double vinyl. By the
Yeah.
way, how cool is that? I mean, dude, nobody does that because people are like, I'm not going to spare the expensive. I'm so glad you all did it, that you didn't cut like corners and do a 45-minute record, cut a song, do whatever that you had to do to get it on something. I'm so glad that you did all 10 of these songs. If not for how great the songs are, but for that itself, because what you all did was take bits and pieces of the history of the band. Well, maybe your idea was, but what your sister-in-law did was create this picture, man, and this image of what Fuzzstration is. The center of that being, the stage at Fuzzy Pig at your place that so many cool things have happened, so many amazing bands have played, so many memories have been created. And then outside of that, kind of just, if you don't mind, tell us about that, and maybe you can talk about the where we can find some of your sister-in-law's art too, because man, it is killer.
That's a whole story, though.
Please
front
tell
and back.
us. Yeah, let's run
actually,
it
I'll
back.
let Colin tell us because he was
Tell
kind
it.
of. I kind of had some crazy ideas. Like, well, my first idea was like, I want this to be like camping, because that's like the premise first. It was like, I want this to be like a Winnie the Pooh book, and like on the front, it's almost like a little tiny little like sketched out tent, like oh, and you just see like a little psychedelic light spilling from it. You open it up, you're like, what the fuck kind of book is this? And then on the back, it's like the aftermath.
No
But it's
shit.
like, I don't know how that like
It's pretty
little,
intense.
Yeah, there.
And
I
just
wish
real
we
quick,
had a copy of this album here.
just real
Yeah, no
quick,
shit.
I would
Hey.
just go ahead.
Oh, we should show
Hold
this,
that
yeah.
thing up,
Do you
man.
want? Yeah, show it, Matt.
Yeah, we don't
show-
have the
yeah.
actual album, but this is legit
Oh, what,
cool.
shows at the camera? Yeah.
You can probably hold it right where you are,
So,
Matt. And if you want to explain it, Colin, while he does that, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well. First things first. I just want to say, it's by Amy Villager Harris. You can look her up on Instagram. And I think it's.
There we go.
Hell, let me figure out what what her Instagram handle is.
Yeah,
because,
just hold that right there while you find that
because
Instagram.
there's a lot of really incredible stuff on it.
Dude, where's Waldo on
And
So,
No kidding.
so there it is. Yeah, okay. So her handle on Instagram is just Amy Villager Harris.
Amy Villager Harris at
Yeah,
Instagram.
AMIE, because I know there's like 50 different ways to spell that.
That was a good call.
Villager is VILLIGER, and Harris is how you would expect it to be.
There's an I at the end of that too.
HARRIS.
So,
I
yeah.
expect Harris to be spelled.
That-
So anyway,
yeah.
So anyway, the story as I'll tell it. There was I guess it was probably about 6 months after we got done with
Whistle pig, whistle pig, whistle pig. It's hot. It's hot.
I apologize.
Hey,
You all knew exactly what it was.
I knew. I've been. It's biting me.
Where's
This
it
pig's
at?
got teeth.
Where's it at? I gotta hold it.
Was it like a spicy whiskey?
Oh, it's very.
It's
I told
a
you
rye.
spicy as fuck.
and I don't know if you cut it
Whistle
on the
Pig,
album.
do not
Like
sponsor
peppers
this
and shit?
podcast because I don't think I can drink this on a
It's
regular.
good stuff. It is. It is
What?
good, but it will kill you.
Hey,
That is.
Much like paint fumes that I also enjoy.
Yeah.
we had a little tribute to Ric Flair on the album.
It is. Wait, it is single barrel, so maybe. Oh God.
It's rye whiskey, dude. 100 proof rye whiskey. It's gonna.
Oh,
it's gonna
God.
bite back.
Okay, never mind.
Fight back, fight
I
back.
like you, Whistle Pig. You can sponsor me and this podcast and Spencer too. All right,
Sponsor me,
I apologize,
Daddy.
dude. I apologize. I've done. I've done a lot of.
Wow,
I've done a lot of
that
these.
came out
I don't
wrong.
know if I've ever done that before.
Hell
so
yeah.
I apologize.
I'm glad it happened on ours.
Yeah, it makes sense
Hey.
it happened on
That's,
Fuzzstration.
Yeah. No, totally.
That's
And,
a
you know,
distinction.
That's for you guys. All right.
We've loved being here and
I
like
said a distinction.
He said
I say we've
extinction.
loved being here. Well, we made sure to bring 2 bottles tonight.
Yeah, no, we're
Last
like.
time that first bottle was done before the interview, like
Well, you can tell.
Yeah, I mean we're piecing
We're
together.
well over a bottle into this one.
Yeah, we're
you had
fire.
those up. We're right here. We're a bottle and a quarter.
And
Yeah,
those
bottle
were
or-
brand
yeah.
new. We popped the plastic on
oh yeah,
those
we went to
before
the liquor
started.
store today. I didn't go to the liquor store.
It's only
But
He
Sam
didn't go
went.
to the liquor store. He's drinking apple juice actually this whole time. If you're
Yeah.
Ryan's probation officer and you're listening,
Anyways,
Totally having apple juice.
And by,
it's all apple juice.
Hey,
All this is parody.
and by
Actually, it's sweet tea.
by probation officer Brady
Your
Evans.
probation.
Brady Evans.
yeah, Brady's my
Brady
brother's
Evans.
sponsor.
Brady, quit calling, man. He's fine. He's not driving. All right. Anyway,
Back to the story.
.09.
Where were we? Where were we?
Go ahead, Colin.
So for context again, Matt, you're a fan of Amy's artwork.
Yes, I am a big fan of Amy's artwork. Yep.
So Ryan came to me.
For
I
obvious
was
reasons.
running sound at the Forest one night, and he was just he was saying that we needed to get album artwork, which I is my second favorite thing when it comes to making an album.
Really?
artwork.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of album art. Big proponent of the visual part of the medium. And so he said we needed to get together and talk about it. So I said, yeah, come over to my place. And he said, well, Matt wants Kendra's sister to do the inside of the album because he's a big fan of her work. And so anyway, if you go look at her stuff, it's highly detailed. So I was just like, well, that's...
It's a big ass.
I was like, that's probably kind of a big ask. So let's go back to the house. Let's have a meeting about it tomorrow, and let's find a nice way to talk Matt down, and do
I won't be
and do
denied.
something more reasonable. Anyway, Matt didn't make it to this meeting, but me and
Oh,
Ryan
come
got
on.
together, and I was just like, okay. I was like, so what are we gonna do? He was like, well, Matt's the one who's got all the ideas. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, he's gonna maybe he'll we'll have him on speakerphone or whatever. But he ended up you were sick or something like that, right?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Probably.
Sick of meetings.
Sick of the bullshit.
So one thing, if you know Matt Seelye, he sends voice memos all the time.
A
That's
lot,
how he
yeah.
does-
Like
that's how
voice
he-
memos?
like more
Yeah.
than
Yes.
Like did he?
I don't like texting. I'm really bad at communication. So
more than texting, more than
I like
calling,
voice
he'll just
memos.
send you a voice memo.
It goes
Anyway,
away after 2
so-
minutes.
Yeah,
well, you
yeah,
gotta
it doesn't
keep
matter
if you
2 minutes.
love me.
So anyway, we had this whole idea. We were gonna have a meeting that we were gonna figure out what was gonna be on the front and back cover. And he said he wanted an inside spread, and I'm all for that idea. So anyway, we got together at my house, and he was like, "Well, Matt said he couldn't be here, and but he gave me this voice memo. I told him to, kind of lay out the idea of what he wanted for the album.
Yeah, I forgot
and he
about
gave me
this.
this voice memo, and so we start playing it. And first of all, the first one, because there was two, was 10 minutes long. And I don't even remember. It cut off. He was in the middle of explaining some shit. And then the second one was of equal length. It was 20 whole minutes of just Matt talking into his phone. So at first, like in the first, I think 3
God
minutes
intended.
of the first one, he lays out the front and back cover, and he's talking about, oh, we need to have this this tent scene, and it's gonna, on the front cover, it's gonna look kind of drab and chill, and on the back cover, shit's gonna be fucked up. And he explained it vaguely, and I'm just sitting there with a pen and paper and just vaguely sketch up the idea, and
Oh, yeah,
just
that's
kind
cool.
of writing
Yeah.
things like in places and just being like, yeah, this. Well, and we ended up coming to the conclusion. I think Matt's original idea was that was going to be
A storybook, yeah.
that was going to be illustrated, the front and back cover,
Yeah.
and we ended up deciding to do it photographically just because it sounded
Very happy
It
with
sounded
that
like a
scene.
realistic scene, and it sounded like if we took a picture of it at Fuzzy Pig, which is what we did, it would really kind of connect to the essence.
Fuzzy Pig
of the
5, you
band.
actually did it that day?
Yeah, well, no, it was,
Or
it
at
was
the
at the
place.
location,
Okay.
Ryan's property, and the stages in the background and stuff. So if you've been to Fuzzy Pig, you'll look at it and you'll just be like, oh, fuck, that's a Fuzzy Pig.
yeah.
Anyway, in the first 3 minutes of this first voice memo, he lays out the whole idea, two different sides of a camping scene. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I don't know how Matt wants to do this, but we could take a picture of this at Fuzzy Pig and get it taken care of, and that would be easy. And then we talked to him, and it was like he hadn't thought of the idea of doing it with a photograph.
No, I had not.
But
But once
he was
brought it up,
immediately receptive to it, and that was cool. And we planned a date to go out and do that, and that ended up being a lot of fun. That's a whole story in and of itself, and I don't even want to go down that path just yet.
It was cool.
But
There's a lot of cool stuff.
But
on that,
then then the last 17 minutes of this voice memo was him describing everything he wanted on the inside. And so at first, I'm sitting there with my sketch pad, just kind of drawing vague ideas of the shit that he's wanting to be on there. But after a while, nothing makes sense on my piece of paper, and it's just shit is everywhere, and I can't even begin to rationalize how all
Steel
this
trap
would fit.
made all sense to
And-
me.
and I'm just sitting there with like, and Ryan's just kind of sitting there like, I don't know.
That's what he wants.
I'm just don't shoot the messenger. But
I brought the voicemails. That's all.
and-
Shoot the voicemail.
and,
Shoot your phone.
I'm just like, Ryan, I may be wrong. We might need Amy's help on this one. And so we got a hold of her and we worked something out with her. And I think what was it? We gave the prompt to her at the end of November or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we got it back probably in the beginning of February.
Yeah, we got it back
remember.
even earlier,
We've
but
had
she
it
got
a
sick
minute,
for a
but-
while actually. So she got.
Yeah. She got sick at the same time everybody else in the entire world got sick sometime in December. And so it was pushed back a little bit. But it was okay because luckily we got together and we made this
Timetable
far
worked out perfect.
before the actual print deadline would have been.
What?
And then, yeah.
Hey, Anna is not.
She's being a
She wants to
sweetie.
be the
Come here.
star of the show.
Yeah, dude, she was needing some love. There, she's like, Ryan needs
But
a
yeah,
hug.
All you need is love, dude.
She
I'll say-
absolutely knocked it out of the park on that.
She killed it. She killed
that
it.
internal
Favorite part of the
arts, right?
record.
I'm really happy about it. I remember us getting together and talking about it, and what were some of the things? We were like going for something that was like, "Where's Waldo?"
Yeah, Where's Waldo
but-
is a big
but,
thing. Yeah.
or like that
Overview
Allman Brothers
map.
album, "Eat a Peach." You ever seen the inside of that one? Yeah,
Kinda like
something
that,
like
too.
that.
I did find a Top Hill Where's Waldo, so we're good.
Yeah.
I say,
So,
I would say,
You did find Top Hill
is
in this
featured
word.
on the in
Yeah.
the illustration.
I got-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the
Yeah,
bourbon,
you're-
got the radio tower pouring. Yeah. No, we had
Yeah,
to. We
yeah.
had to. Obviously, we got to put you in there. Yeah.
Well,
It's a big part of like, me and Matt were talking about this last night. It's like chapter 1. And
Yeah.
as cool as the music is, like, this is its own, you can look at it and it's a
Storybook almost.
it's a
yeah.
story.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff in it, but
Spurring to insanity.
Dude. It's deep. It's a, like, Colin talked about how important. Sometimes you lose that the artwork is important to the medium,
Very
and when
important.
you can nail it like that, like your sister-in-law did,
Yeah.
it puts a big fat bow on the project, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to all of you, when it comes to light camping,
I like camping.
congratulations on what y'all did.
thank you.
Thank
All
you
of
very
you.
much.
I mean, like, you guys freaking killed the thing. You have guest appearances that are unbelievable.
Can we talk about some of those here? So,
Absolutely.
I would love
There's
to
some
really
cool
give
ones.
some. Yeah, we got some cool people on here.
But I think the cool thing is like, I don't know, it's just like start jamming together and then a couple years later we got the coolest people around jamming with us. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, this album's awesome. Like
It is awesome.
the amount of like musicians that wanted to be part of it and like,
Give us the rundown. I mean, goodness
Brian,
gracious,
come
dude.
Go from top to
Oh,
bottom. Start with Great Unknown.
yeah, I'll let someone else take this one.
All right,
So-
so Great Unknown. We've got who's the first one? Is it Craig?
It's Craig.
Craig's
yeah.
on.
Craig.
Craig from the
song,
Skinny.
Great Unknown.
They're
Craig from the
nasty.
Skinny.
Craig from the Skinny.
Doing
Craig
keys
Foster
and
from the
stuff.
Skinny.
Sounds very like
Killer.
Doors like almost to the
Mhm.
way that he's doing all the different stuff.
And a lot of every song, we have a vibe in mind and like we knew who would fit what song. So it was cool to get them on that and it worked. Like,
Mm.
so
Oh,
That was
yeah.
awesome.
Was doing when he was doing the organ. He did most of that, by the way. Like almost all that was one take. Even like the Rhodes and the organ on that second verse, he was doing that simultaneously. So most of that was done one take. He's
That's
just
crazy.
a monster. But I'd heard him do some stuff with the Skinny, like underneath Ryan's guitar solo thing where it gets real heavy. I'd heard him do some like really percussive, like kind of Hammond stuff, like it's almost like wah type or just really, really aggressive. I was like, can you do some of that really aggressive shit underneath that guitar? So I feel like I could use it. And when he was doing that, his hand looked like a Garfield, like cat. He looked like he sped up a cat hand, like the keyboard cat, to like fucking times 300, like.
A big old blur.
Yeah, it was a big old blur, but it's like, wow, I was really happy.
Man,
with
it was
Sorry, I
cool.
should be yelling that in the
hey,
mic.
it was cool as fuck to watch it. Like,
Yeah.
he went off.
Yeah, so that's Great Unknown. That was the guest on there. We got our friend Good Time Charlie.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
any song I
GTC.
write, any
GTC.
song I do, like be the one like, any song I do, Charlie's on it. So
There you go.
Elements fam too. Yeah,
you know,
Dude,
it's just me and Charlie lock in tight together and like
Yeah,
Yeah,
Charlie
he's doing
likes-
those hand drums. Like
It's
they
like-
sound so cool.
He's
Put
good.
some
Like-
flange on there too
He's
during
good
that.
and he's cool.
Charlie's like fourth member of the band in a way.
Good
and
time hang.
Derek's fifth. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we love Charlie. Like it's so awesome playing with Charlie because we just sit back there and goof off and lock in. And
He's
like,
such a jammer that like it's never gonna subtract. It only adds. You know,
it
like
just,
Yeah.
it just makes it so much more what we want it. So yeah, Charlie,
Beastie.
we love Charlie.
And then Abe on rolling on. We got I did some of the. We got Craig and Derek to do a lot of the keys on there. I did a little bit of keys where I'm not much of a keys player, but I like programming and I like the sounds of keyboards a lot. So I did a little bit of that on that. But our friend Abe, who's a great guitar player, is playing with us in the Todd Rhodes tribute, which we should
Cool.
get to that at some point.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Talk about
That's the
Todd.
last. That's
we do
that's
him
how we
last.
button this thing up.
Yes, sir. But Abe plays with us in that, and he actually co-wrote this with me and Eric on him and Eric mostly. I just helped on the bridge, but they mostly wrote the song. So he came up with some awesome guitar parts, and he came in there on that one. And then that was the only one that we did kind of like piece from the old, trying to do it to a metronome.
And then
And
he was also involved on Breathe. Abe also did some guitar work on Breathe.
Yes, he did some on that. He listened to it and just came up with some awesome parts. It's like, I never would have thought of that, but damn, that's amazing. He made it sound like almost like an organ on that second verse and that chorus. It's like, I thought it was an organ of some sort. I was like, and then I just realized it was like 3 layered, really reverbed out, like palm kind of muty guitar parts and like stacked together almost sounds like Rhodesy or something,
Yeah.
It's like, it was really, really cool stuff, something I would have never thought of, but he killed it.
And I would say real quick, like that's why I like going back to the songwriting process. Like I have a hard time finishing anything, but like these two, like I can throw them a couple ideas, and it just makes it a full circle.
Yeah, dude, you they mentioned you have a new bass line earlier that you played for me.
I don't know.
I'm
about all
interested
that.
to see what they do with it.
Yeah, I don't know
See,
about all that.
So all you do is plant seeds, bro. I get it.
But
You're a seed planter.
Seeds,
it's just
C's are for
cool,
G's.
like, I can come in with something, a couple different things, drum wise or guitar wise, and like I don't have much for it, but like it gets used.
You got a lot of structure on some
But,
of these,
it gets
but, yeah,
used and
you need to
like
polish it up.
and
Ryan is my buddy Brent West. He's the guy that plays everything and still calls himself. I ain't a musician.
Yeah,
I ain't a singer.
There's
I
something
ain't a
to that.
drummer. I just play drums. I ain't this. I just do this.
I just drove Fuzzy Pig Festival.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not a.
yeah,
I'm not.
it's just
But yeah,
Well,
it's
good,
it's
dude.
so
Party
cool to
wood.
be able to do that, and then like you said, to have these different people be able to join us. Lance, which they were here last week on
Yeah,
with Eclectric or whatever.
shout out to Lance. Yeah,
yeah. They were
My
here
guitar
last
brother,
week,
yeah.
and he was on Breathe and
Hard Rain.
Hard Rain.
and helped a little bit with the mixing on that. A good set of ears on those two too. So
Hell yeah.
we'll see.
did a harmonize like the little bit of that guitar. So he did stuff on Breed too, and there was a lot of cool kind of ambient stuff, pick scrape stuff he was doing. Kind of contributing. But on Hard Rain in particular, I remember before we even were recording or just we played it live at like Moonshadow. He sent me he'd listened to Hard Rain, like our Gravely EP. He's like, he'd listened, he teaches guitar lessons, and he sent me like a video. He's like, I learned the solo during, off time at work because he's just a badass.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just learned how to do the harmony for the whole thing. I'm like, we're doing that live together, actually. I hope you don't, you just volunteered for something. You may not know it. So I was like, well, obviously we got to do it on the record. So yeah, that's all Lance is like,
Hell yeah.
well, we're going to have a harmonized guitar solo, but
Hell
he
yeah.
went pretty damn hard. So
Yeah, it did.
And then we got Derek LaFountain.
Oh,
He came in and
nasty.
Nasty.
Inner Peace, that synth crazy stuff you heard was just all him.
He's so sick.
Oh,
If y'all had Digitonic yet?
No, we got to.
You guys got to get Digitonic in here. Oh my God.
I'm going to talk to him at Fuzzy.
We are
Fuzzy.
playing with them at
in that little
Zanzibar
room.
coming up too. So
That-
that's a little off.
right there.
but-
Yeah,
Yeah, there
Digitonic,
it is.
Fuzzstration, Element.
Derek's artist at large.
Artists at large
I
at Fuzzy
know.
Pig.
Earl
Yeah.
said, unfortunately, Earl did listen to the record and was here earlier, but he had to jet. But yeah, he said, I think Derek's playing the whole set with him.
Nice. Yeah, I think you did mention that.
pretty
Yeah.
Derek's like
badass.
Charlie, man. Like we want him on the whole set.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just He just he
It ain't gonna take away.
And just adds,
He
yeah.
adds.
Yeah.
He gets the
adds,
trippy stuff
for sure.
too a lot. He
Yeah.
goes spaceship mode, and that's where my brain likes to live. Is like, okay, give me the
He's a space filler in a way that's not like typical normal.
no, not at all.
And to top it off, he's just like one of the coolest dudes.
By the
ever.
way, quick shout out, dude. If you are into cool shit, check out his rig rundown that he built. It's disgusting.
It's crazy.
He went nuts. It's
There,
like
yeah.
15 or 17 minutes. I was like dialed into that thing, dude. I was like, this is genius shit. It was crazy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
last time I was over at Derek's, he's explaining that Moog or synth, whatever.
Whatever he built.
Man,
No, yeah,
he's like,
it's so cool
37 cents.
He's
yeah,
He
that's
pops
what
it
is.
open, does all this other shit. I'm like,
explaining-
oh my God.
he's like explaining a rocket ship to a drummer. I'm like, yeah, awesome, dude.
And here's how jet propulsion works. Huh? Spencer was waving me down earlier, saying we got to cut. What are we done here? Are we late in the game? What's going on? Are we out of room? Are you worried about getting swept away by a tornado?
Hey, I got
No,
you. Don't worry.
This guy was a weatherman for the United States government.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry. We ain't getting blown away.
Here, we'll get through some more of them. It's crazy to think just how many awesome people we've had that we've already talked about. Anna Blanton,
Oh,
an
yeah,
amazing,
dude,
amazing
Oh,
fiddle player.
Yeah, just
she was on there.
You know what? Like real quick on Anna, like I hit her up with it, and she's like, "Well, fuck yeah!" Like I love doing rock guitar or like
Right.
rock stuff because like
She's always playing.
Yeah,
She
always.
is
she's playing a lot of
always.
country stuff, and she's
Plays
like,
everything.
"I love playing like rock bands. I get to get out there and do a little different
Speaking
stuff."
of Anna, I think she lit fiddle on fire at the same time you lit your shit on fire.
Yeah,
didn't
that might have happened.
she? Yeah, I heard that might have happened, man.
Might
I heard
happen
that.
again.
That's 100% her idea. As
yeah.
crazy as we are, that was her idea.
Well,
So
She's a rock star.
She is a
She's
rock
a-
star.
He's a rock star.
She played
When-
Freebird, literally, dude.
Wow.
Well, I was getting ready to say when the Bourbon Britches played last year at Fuzzy Pig 5, right?
Fuzzy 4.
4. This year's 5.
this
This
year's
year's
five,
5. Fuzzy 4. And they pulled that off because
Credits music, man.
Bro.
Credits music. That was the end of the. All right, done. Done. Get better
well,
than
not
this
only
shit.
that, bro, they played it like they weren't going to play it. They played it like,
I
somebody
was
played it.
Fake
And
you
they
out, and then
started-
actually.
They started like they were just going, oh, we don't know the song.
Well-
All of a sudden, they're playing it was unbelievable.
That's
Also,
the thing.
shout out to Kendra too.
Shout
Again,
out to all of those ladies.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
are
say Kendra is a part of that band now
amazing.
too, and
Yes.
with this guy, and her
Kendra's
vocals,
her
ridiculous.
vocals
are
on
just
Hard Rain
incredible
too.
on Hard
Oh
Rain.
man, like just
just makes
choir.
the
The first time I heard that, I got
smooth.
goosebumps. I
just
mean,
the
just
smooth.
She likes the choir. She'll do the choir thing anytime you ask for it. She
That's-
loves doing that.
well, that's. I'm probably gonna ask for that again.
Yeah,
That
dude.
was pretty sick.
Kendra is about. I mean, she's unbelievable. She's
Unreal.
so good.
Unbelievably talented.
You mentioned Derek. He adds. Kendra. She adds. It don't matter what she's doing. She ain't taking away from nothing. She's
Nothing.
only gonna make you
Yes,
better.
of
That
course.
much better.
And that much better. Exactly. I mean, like astronomically better because she's that good. You are unfair.
And then we got actually my son. He's only 2, but we
This
actually
is the
got
best
him on there
part, yeah.
twice.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the on Fuzzed Up, when you hear Brady says that there's a cow in the road, and you hear a rah, that was him doing a dinosaur voice, and I recorded that.
The Wilhelm scream.
And then
kinda.
Wilhelm scream basically, and then during Breathe, he actually says he'll go Matt, where are you? And you hear it like right at the end of Breathe.
Put some verb and delay on
he
it.
was asking
like
where
everything.
Matt was, and I recorded him saying it at the house. So it was really cool to get to have my son on the album and like be with me on it. And then of course, the last song of the album was my dad's song. So all like 3 generations are now on this one album, which makes
Very
it
cool.
extremely even more special than it already was to me. Is like the 3 of us all on this album together, my dad and me and my son, is really, really cool to be able to do that.
Well, and not only to have the 3 generations, but the song you guys represented was kind of like, you talk about Ravens and it's talking about transitions and passing, and that's what they represent. They represent, that type of thing. So that ending to such a good album. I mean, tying that bow on that thing, it was like creep up your spine stuff. It was very, very special to end it that way. And for anybody that knows you guys and knows and understands what kind of maybe what the basis of what your all's musical start was, being your dad.
Wouldn't be a band without Todd. That's,
no doubt.
No,
I mean,
no doubt.
I totally believe that. Like, what a tribute, man! What a way, a nod of the cap that you guys did. On it. I'm trying to say some important shit right now, and you're barking. I was like getting ready to tear up.
Perfect.
Unbelievable. You must have to. You got to poop.
Yeah, he's
You
gonna,
gotta go outside.
he's gonna Kanye West you and just he's gonna let you finish. Not
Yeah.
new Kanye, old
Kanye.
old Mimi Kanye.
Old Kanye.
Yeah, dude. Not to thanks, Anna, but that was killer way to end the record, fellas. Awesome record. Before we leave, there's a couple things we do got to talk about. Shut up. Fuzzy Pig Fest 5. We got the Enchanted Mayhem, which is a unbelievable festival too. So let's kind of, if we can, talk about those things a little bit. I know, Enchanted has got an unbelievable reputation for just being one of the best spots around for live music, promoting local music. You got the Wednesday. Is it still Wednesday?
Yeah, it's still Wednesday.
The Wednesday jam
The
session.
thing that happens on that.
The thing.
You still doing? You're still doing
Safety meetings.
That
whatever
thing on
whatever the
Wednesday.
hell that is.
The jam on Wednesday. So I mean, like you're.
Hooter shows up.
He's been there a couple times.
Yeah, dude. So it's talk about what you got going on, man. You're always. Do you do all the booking and song sound and what's your?
I mean, I definitely do a lot for that venue, but a lot of the booking is handled by you have event organizers. Like for example, okay, so you mentioned Enchanted Mayhem. That's actually handled by Joe Bowers.
Okay,
and I'm just kind of a go-between with the venue because I kind of understand how everything works there. I know the owner really well. I know the sound system they have in there really well, and I've been making music at the Enchanted Forest since it was Floyd County Brewing Company. It opened as Floyd County Brewing Company. Me and my roommate were the first musicians at that time to play there. So I've been to some degree involved in the music over there. But a lot of the booking that I do is really just kind of like I broker the communications with the venue owner and promoters or booking agents or whatever, and a lot of bands too. That's the main thing I try to do over there is I try to make sure that that it's mostly just the people here in this town who want to play music and who want to make music, good local music, no matter what form it comes in.
Dude, what I think you garnered that more than anything is the relationship between bands and the venue and all that stuff is trust. If somebody's, I think if you're involved in it, most anybody's gonna go, okay, well, Colin's thumbs up. I'm in, dude. It makes it easy.
Yeah. Well, I am a musician, and musicians' empathy is something that's I feel like is real whenever it comes to dealing with promoters or venues or sound engineers. I mean, you're a musician. Everybody in this room is a musician, even Ryan.
Hell yeah!
And
First time I heard that. Thank you, Colin.
It's a certain kind of person, and so what I really do more than anything, again, the simple answer is that I book for that venue, but kind of the main thing that I do, you can't just go to Colin and ask for a booking and get it. The main thing that I do is I just kind of like handle things in the music department there, and that because it's such a small business, that does mean that sometimes you're going to run into me being the sound guy. or the door guy, or I'm just gonna book the show or whatever. But I mean, the main goal for me, as it has always been, as either a musician or a sound guy or a booking agent, is again to just to find the great music that's being made in an area and put it on stage where people can hear it. I don't. You get a lot of big stages that can host great things, and then they just the door is locked on them to everybody who isn't like associated with Live Nation or whatever, or some sort of booking group. And I don't like that. I want a good platform to be available to the people who make music around here, because every town's like music is important to it. Every town you can listen to Led Zeppelin or whatever. They're selling Led Zeppelin records in every town in the United States, but you're only going to be able to get a Fuzzstration record here at first.
Until we sell out,
baby. Let's go.
But for real, and I think there's tremendous value to that. I think there's tremendous value to that, and so that's really what it comes down to for me and what I do, whether it's working with the Enchanted Forest or recording guys like this, who are my good friends, by the way. That's the primary reason that I recorded these guys. Not just going around asking people if they got music to make. I was just
I can hang
out with these guys for a few hours, and and
we were already gonna smoke Lazy Possum stuff. So
It's easy to tell these guys, that wasn't the take, guys. Why not? Because fuck you. That's why. I'm telling you because I love you.
Yeah, dude.
That wasn't the take.
I'm telling you this because I'm going to kiss you right in the forehead. Right after
and then when it's the right one, I'm going to tell you that it was awesome.
The right one, I'm going to be like, guys, let's go. Let's
celebrate.
Go burn another one because you earned it.
Sometimes you can go to the other and do too many takes, which I've never done. That's everybody else's problem.
I don't really. I don't know if I told you all, but I got our merch in like a nationwide store the other day. Like
we did?
breaking news. Yeah, I swear I got
breaking news.
We
We
talking
did
about
not
the
know anything
Marengo
about
the
Walmart.
Marengo Tavern.
Walmart.
no.
We do have grinders in the
What?
Marengo Tavern.
A good friend of mine, found a nice handmade Fuzzstration shirt in one of the biggest stores in the country, Goodwill.
Hey,
And she
made
fucking
it.
bought it $3. I probably gave it away.
$3.
I don't know. I don't know what woman I pissed off to where she dumped it at Goodwill, but
It could be a lot of people.
I have a friend now that has a $3 Fuzz shirt.
Just like the couch, don't run a black light on it. Anyway, so
Fuzzy Pig.
Fuzzy Pig.
Fuzzy Pig.
All right, man. So Fuzzy Pig 5 coming up.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Speaking
too
of
soon.
good music, Ryan is starting this thing on Tuesday now because he keeps adding
Thursday.
acts. No, whatever. You're going to keep adding acts till Tuesday.
Keep adding
Might be
people. Come on,
Monday
man.
by the time this
It starts in
podcast
December
comes out.
this year.
Yeah. All right, now. So we're starting on Thursday. It's an amazing lineup. You even let our band play. God
let
bless
you
you.
play. Come on.
Appreciate you. So we got the Todd Rhodes tribute act again, which is amazing. Tell us about it, man. Tell us about some of the bands. It's tell us about the camping.
Come on,
Cash
buddy.
only. I'll say it
Hey,
up front.
Cash only.
Before that.
I'll start off by saying, I wish it started Tuesday because there's so many people around that should be playing it. And
there's so many good
it sucks to not book everybody. I wish I could. Pause.
Yep, I'm
Oh.
listening.
He's listening. He's
Yeah, we
listening
got
to
Spence
Taylor.
over here.
Hey, you've been pretty quiet tonight.
Spencer,
Yeah.
yeah.
I normally am behind the switcher.
Hey, you can talk a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, come on. Come on. Tell us what you're thinking.
What do you think about Fuzzy Pig?
What do you think
Interviews
about it?
reversed.
Yeah.
What do you think about Fuzzy Pig?
We're sitting on the couch and you're, this
Yeah.
is like
Well,
psycho
You tell us.
interrogation.
here.
I mean, therapy.
Well, I attended for the first time last year, and it seemed like
Oh, shit show.
it was
idiot.
awesome. It was like if the gathering of the Juggalos
Wow. Hell yeah.
met like
Woo woo.
I support that
And then-
description already.
It's the gathering of the Huggalos.
Yes, of the
It was a
Huggalos. There
good
you go.
time that everybody.
I was getting ready to say, I'm like, it was
Juggalos
like
are
that,
good
but like
people.
way chiller, and everyone had clothes on.
They're sticky, bro.
They're
got too
they're
much
good,
thing on.
sticky
Everyone
people.
had clothes
I mean,
on.
Not
Fago.
everybody,
It's
but
gonna get everywhere.
mostly everybody had
Hey.
clothes on.
I will say some people last year that didn't have many clothes on should have.
Yeah.
Man, some people really pissed me off. But yeah, that was the only
This is
issue
literally
last
for
year.
one specific person.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
Which
Ryan is, we will say, like,
I'm real petty.
Ryan is like literally some of the best things that have happened to our band is because Ryan is a spiteful little motherfucker sometimes.
Well, I'll tell you this: whatever your name is, sir, don't do it again this year.
Oh, her.
Keep your clothes on,
Her.
sir.
I don't actually.
Mad
No,
damn.
I don't know if she's classified as a female, but
Jesus. Wow.
Hell yeah. We need a
Or-
name. No, I'm
or
just kidding.
male.
Don't do it. Don't
We
do
need
it.
we need a social security number.
she's a creature. Anyway,
Cut and cut.
no, but Fuzzy Pig, man, I wish I could start it like Tuesday because there's so many. Like I've been going to Justin's open mic because he does that at Floyd County too. He does that on Tuesdays, but it's acoustic, and there's so many talented people.
So
there.
many.
It's insane. And just in this local area, can we just talk for a second? Like,
So many.
How many? Yeah.
I went more to bands, or next year I'd like to try to figure out more of an acoustic, something for more of the acoustic people to be involved too.
Mhm.
Because like, it's not fair. I mean, it's all bands this year. There's a couple acoustic
There's a
acts,
couple
but
acoustic acts. We got 38, by the way. Yeah.
We got 38 this
38
year.
this year.
Little
Two
part-
more, you'll have 40. I mean, you
party
might
in
as
the
well add them on Thursday.
We get it for
We get 40 if we had two
maybe.
more.
Ryan's accepting applications.
Ryan will
Go
take
to
any
the
40.
Fuzzy Pig website. And send
Ryan will
all
take
your
any
stuff
40 you can give
and
him.
just
As
hound him
will I.
until he has
We
to
are.
talk.
All right, so we're announcing right now we're going to do a Top Hill and Fuzzy Pig contest. If you'd like to be a singer-songwriter that would submit your work here, you could be number 39 and 40. I just made that up. Don't submit anything to us.
You just have to come to our couch out at Fuzzy Pig.
Yeah, hey, there
We'll
is a
make you
casting
out there.
couch. You could play an
I mean-
acoustic song, and maybe next year that would actually be cool.
I do love it. It's just
God.
I
Fuck.
know most of everyone personally, and like they're all out there for a reason, and like it's awesome. They want to be a part of it, and like it wouldn't be a thing if they didn't want to be a part of it. So like, yeah, I'm doing I'm doing a lot for it, but like
He's
ain't-
doing
it
a lot
ain't-
for you. This is
Hey,
Ryan.
bro, you
It ain't a
can
thing.
relax on Saturday at 1 a.m.
Yeah, it ain't a
or
thing.
Sunday.
He
at
won't be
maybe 1 a.m.
relaxed.
Yeah,
It ain't. Hey,
That's not what I would have called that.
it's not a thing if they don't want to play. Like
yeah, dude.
so.
It's special, man. It's a very, very cool thing. It's the most intimate type of atmosphere like that, where you have a bunch of really good acts, really good local musicians. You got vendors. You got is it 4 Inc that brings
Yeah, Gary.
bring-
We got some cool stuff this
We get,
year.
yes.
which I need to after
Ooh.
this, man. I'm gonna get his info because I want to talk to him and
Yeah,
get some.
Hey, he's doing something real cool this
Definitely.
year. So he's bringing all of his equipment out this year. You can get, if you don't like the shirt that year, this year, you can get whatever shirt you want, camo, tie-dye, cut off, hoodie, whatever.
Yeah,
You
dude.
get
I
whatever.
like it. Just screen
And-
print it right there.
And if you happen to miss the past few years, you
Get
might be
over.
able to get those shirts too.
Hell yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
he's gonna make them
You
right
can
there.
customize this.
Right there. He's
the
gonna
day
make
of.
them right there in front of
But
you.
you just had an unveiling recently of the Fuzzy Pig 5 pig, right?
Hey, I tell you what, it's been a busy year, and I'm with the album and everything. I don't want to say I've neglected that, but like I put more into like Fuzz, and so David Miles hit me up like maybe a month ago.
Bass player for the Skinny. Yeah.
Shit.
Our friend who's not
Dave's-
like us.
He's bald.
He's bold.
He doesn't have any hair.
He doesn't have
But,
any hair. He's very bald.
He,
Extremely bold.
yeah, but
Like cue ball bald.
yeah, he's pretty
Wow.
cool. But don't tell him I said
He's
that.
Slick David, as we call him.
No, he's a great guy. We really
Yeah,
do
we
him.
love Dave.
Not in the
like-
Ethan Evans.
But Dave was one of the first persons to listen to the album. As soon as we got the album done, we rolled around Highlander Point, listened to it, and Dave was really cool. He was pumped up about it. So he texted me the other day. I'm sitting in my cabin, by Fuzzy Pig, and he's like, "Hey, what's the pig?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. We had one, it didn't look right, scrapped it." And he's like, he threw out like 2 ideas. I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "What about like a Todd tribute pig?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a cool idea, Dave."
Perfect idea.
Yeah. So he's like, "Well, make sure you ask Eric, ask the guys what they think." So I text Eric, and I was like, "I hope Eric's on board." Eric's like, "That sounds really cool." I was like, "Perfect." So that's what we went with this year, and it's cool. Like year 5, I think it's a big staple. Like year 5, like, man, we made it 5 years. Like, I don't know, it's
Todd
pretty
was the
awesome.
first person to play Fuzzy Pig, literally the first act, and he played Saturday morning on year 2 and 3. But he was the first Fuzzy Pig 1. He was the first person to play that stage.
That's badass.
Yeah, so we're doing his music too there. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like a cool, like full circle thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like, sometimes like things take a minute to kind of, come around. And I'm glad I didn't come up with nothing. And, randomly when I'm pissed drunk by the fire, David's like, "Do a Todd Rhodes tribute." I'm like, "Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, that's perfect." And then Eric, everyone's like, "That sounds great." And then, so that's what we went with this year.
Hell yeah.
And,
Dude.
I think it's just awesome. It's
a great idea.
He should be appreciated because he was what you're doing here and what we're trying to do out there. Like Todd was about it.
Mm-hmm. He was about it his whole life. He would go blow other people up above himself, go out there and weekly. I mean, I know we talked about this last podcast, but I don't think you'd say enough. Spirit of somebody that would like go out and just share every fucking like Wednesday or so, just gigs and gigs of people, the times they were playing, where they were playing, local acts, and he was out there supporting that. Like that's who we should all be.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I love people that take time to support other people and put other people in the spotlight. Even though you can do it for yourself and you can be selfish and you can worry about gigs and you can worry about those things. But that's not the concern. It's about the music. It's about promoting your friends. It's about doing something where you create a space and a stage for all your friends and people to come play music. And then, it comes from 75 people to wherever it's going to be this year. I think it was 300 or 400 last year. There ain't no telling what it's going to be this year. Thank God you brought 10 more acres of parking and cut a bunch of trees. So,
R.I.P. trees.
R.I.P. trees. Nah, he just cut them up.
He did plant some new ones, though. I will say he planted some new ones.
They're all non-native invasive, and we cut them all down.
We do nothing but kudzu.
For all the hippies out
nothing
there.
but kudzu out there.
Look, fellas, longest podcast we've had since like the
last time we were here.
Nah, since like the 5th episode, bro. We're almost 2 hours deep.
Wow, we got a
long time.
Sorry, guys.
So
you should have been doing. We should have had Colin with the metronome for this fucking. 20 or 30 minutes off.
We'd have been under an hour if he would have been had that metronome out, dude.
I still said everything too.
I think, hey, from the band, we appreciate you all. And
we appreciate you guys a lot. There's a reason you're on the album, yeah.
I enjoy watching, I sit in the chair and pull up YouTube and watch Top Hill and like see some cool bands. And it's cool to see some of these bands like mention Fuzzy Pig and this and that. Like,
oh, dude.
It gets me pumped up. Like, okay, cool. Like,
there's not a lot of places I feel like that local bands get to go where you can like sit down and do this and have a podcast and really talk about your band.
This
and
is
about,
really neat.
Like all that kind of
Appreciate it,
stuff.
guys.
And this is one of the places that you can do that. And so that it's an awesome thing for the local community.
It's a big fat happy accident, bro. I just am a music
Just like
lover,
me.
man. Yeah, dude. So was I. Yeah, third child. I was way deep in the thought
If you're listening, if you listen this far, Dad, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Dad,
I know he told me to send a link, but well,
don't worry about it.
I love you, Dad. I love you, Mom.
Well, what? It's true. He does love you. I can tell in everything he does. He
true.
Represents. So yeah, dude. All right, you guys. Colin, for people that want to find you, check out Bill Muir. And what the hell did you just say over there?
Temple of Time.
Temple of Time.
The Temple of
Kendra
Time.
won't. If Kendra listens to this, she's not gonna like this either. So, but we
Matt has named the space in which we recorded the music, in which we will continue to record music. He has named it the Temple of Time, in homage to both my insistence on good tempo and how much Zelda we play. Over there. So far as where you can find me, everybody knows I'm at the Enchanted Forest, the open jam out there. I'm in a band that's playing at Fuzzy Pig called Villa Muir.
a great band,
Unbelievable band.
I hope that you will be able to continue finding me making music with these guys. So
Cool. Man. Well,
without a doubt. Verily.
what about you guys?
Everything is at Fuzzstration. So
Yeah, we got the Fuzzstration website, Fuzzstration on Facebook, Instagram. We got, of course, all the Spotify, Apple Music, all that kind of stuff.
OnlyFans soon.
Oh yeah,
no. Only bros.
Only Fuzz.
only bros.
Me, Justin, and Jared starting Only Bros.
only bros.
I hate that.
You love it?
Hey,
They're going fishing.
Going fishing.
Fishing for kisses.
Sorry, that's a Justin song. That's not released yet. Sorry.
go on.
Man, we're
that out.
dropping like nukes on people.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
FuzzyPigFest.com. And you can find us at the Marengo Tavern and Fuzzy Pig.
And album is dropping 4/20, April 20th, along with our good friends Oliver Sayani, who actually did the single mix for Rolling On. He did that.
Nice.
Ollie did that.
Ollie.
Killer down in that. We actually talked to him on the phone last night.
Are they playing
We were-
Fuzzy?
Of
hell
course,
yeah, they
of
are.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
There's bands that
Or necessities?
they always play.
Yes.
and
Staples.
Yeah.
Blind fucking Feline will, as long as he's alive and he's willing to do it.
I'll wheel him out there, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? He's the type
Again,
of dude
I'll
that
go-
would play after you willed him out. Because he's in, dude.
We
He'd
love
be
him.
all
Oh,
that.
Ollie, yeah, Ollie,
Definitely.
big Ollie stands.
And
him and Brady got that song coming out
Rolling
Rolling
Stone.
Stone.
Rolling
Rolling
Stone.
Stone,
They mentioned
yeah.
the Fuzzy Pig in that too.
on 420 at 4:20 p.m.
Yeah, so for a lot of the boys are coming out 420 pretty
I
hard.
think
So.
that's
Yeah.
like a reference to something.
I don't
No.
know.
There's like a joke behind those numbers.
Probably, but it's
Wait.
nothing you've ever done, so I don't know
yeah,
how you
no,
could know anything
It
about
doesn't sound
that.
familiar to me. So
And if you listen to the album, you enjoy it when it comes out. Obviously, Colin did all the recording over there. We did the overdub recording, and then we took it to Jordan Bailey over there in Corden at 410 Music, and he got it where it sounded like what you heard tonight. If you're doing music and you want it to sound freaking amazing,
Really
he is
good.
very
How you
professional,
want.
easy to work with. Definitely go to him. There's some other bands that we're good friends with that now are making their way over there. I'm excited to hear what he works on with them because he posted something the other day that he has just between YouTube and Spotify. He has stuff that he's produced or played music on or whatever. 222 million
Hell
streams
yeah. That's
of different
awesome.
stuff. So I mean, he's got a lot of
Badass.
stuff out there. He's amazing at what he does.
Amazing.
So,
Yeah, we can't talk.
if you want to go to a really good producer like that, Jordan's the guy to go to.
Absolutely.
Or maybe check Colin out
Or
too.
Colin also,
maybe he could be recording some people. I don't
make
know.
a pretty good package deal, me and Jordan. I just,
But yeah,
that actually would be amazing.
Yeah, honestly.
the album. I think that we'll probably use that same team going forward in
Hell
this
yeah.
group.
For
yeah,
sure.
like the full circle coming around. Like we can't thank Colin and Jordan enough. Like Colin puts up with us. Jordan didn't really know us when we walked in, and
He knows us
man,
now.
he put up with us.
yeah, he definitely put out.
he jumped right in like a duck to the water.
But he's just so chill, and like we did, he made it how we wanted to make it sound.
Hell yeah.
All right,
and
this
it
is a
sounds-
tight.
And it sounds freaking good, dude.
Thank you,
Sounds
buddy.
fantastic.
Thank
It
you.
sounds
We
so
really
amazing,
appreciate
guys.
that. I really appreciate
Big
it.
kudos to that. What about you, Spencer? Where can they find you, bro?
Just Spencer.Corbin on all the socials for any of your luthier needs. We'll nerd out about guitar stuff or music or, play some, jam a little bit, whatever you want to do.
Jam out with your clam out. All right, got you.
I don't know about that.
Check
Well,
us
I
out.
know about it.
Yeah, come on, bro. All right, check us out on Top Hill Recording, on YouTube, on Instagram, all that stuff. This episode is not brought to you by Brady Evans, so don't check him out on Brady Evan Music on Instagram.
Never.
Thanks for not being here, Brady.
That mulleted motherfucker.
He went to work. I mean,
He didn't
work.
have
I gotta go to work.
He said work.
He could have took. He's got vacation.
Dude's
Just-
handling cocks. Is he handling cocks right now?
He got a big cock in his hand right now.
Well,
Maybe
all right.
two.
Hey, I
So,
support it.
I
I
mean-
only wish that I could be there
I
with Brady.
appreciate what he
Also,
does. It's probably, if his family needs it. So
I have
he-
a chicken that he needs to look after.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You got-
I'm just saying
We're
that I
not
have a
sure.
sick chicken and I think he can help.
All right, well,
Why is it so
leave.
intense?
We're gonna leave
Like
that
camping.
to you and Brady. Until next time,
Thank you guys for having
Also,
Yes, thank you all.
this stuff is brutal.
Whistle Pig will kick your ass.
Whistle
Don't make your
Pig.
pig
Right.
whistle.
Right.
So I also do think that Whistle Pig should sponsor Fuzzy Pig.
They should.
So Whistle Pig,
Oh yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
you're
tag
listening.
you on
Balls in your
this.
court.
Balls in your court.
Stop being a bitch.
Cowards.
Sponsor Fuzzy Pig. It only makes sense.
It does.
They're
Come
gonna
on.
see it.
I'll lie and say this rye was really good. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Until next time,
All right.
appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.